Peace, love, and light, my beautiful gods and goddesses. I am Queen Spirit, and welcome to Veggie Me Please. Because you know, and I know, and the whole entire universe knows that Veggie Me Please is all that you need. So welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I am well. I am well. I am well. Let me tell y'all. I have been just having so many revelations and so many growth spurts. I am well. I have learned that on this journey, sometimes you got to sit with yourself. And I have sat with myself many, many, many times, honey. And I have recently sat with myself and noticed and was grateful for how much I have grown as a person. A lot of times we look for someone else to give us a pat on the back. A lot of times people don't appreciate your growth. They look at it as something, I don't know. I can understand why somebody wouldn't appreciate a person growing, but whatever their reasoning is, I'm not going to try to understand it because that's not me, because I appreciate somebody who has grown. I recently had a chance to visit with my younger brother and to see how he has grown from 5 years ago. I was impressed. I was just like, man, I'm so proud of you. Just because I see he's maturing. He's trying to be a better person. Yeah, he may, dibble and dabble every now and then, fall back into his old ways, but he knows how to quickly get back to being a better person. And for that much, I am proud of him. I realized that on my journey, I have always wanted to be accepted. I've always dressed a certain way. I've always talked a certain way. I've even acted a certain way. Let me tell you something about this Gemini energy, honey. Geminis, y'all think we two-faced it, and we're not two-faced it. We just have the ability to be able to transform at any given moment to whatever we feel we need to transform into. So, with that being said, I'm going to let y'all in on a little bit about me, Queen Spirit. Back in the day, I used to be known as Ch. All of my family still calls me Ch. Now, I call Ch my alter ego. She is I wouldn't say she's my Lilith, because Lilith is our darker side, but she's more so our darker, it's like, I am woman, hear me roar. She's all about our equal rights and us being women and we being at the head. As long as, we're not behind, we're right there. Like we're equal with the male energy. That's how she is. But I just feel like she's my darker side as far as about that life. Let's say that much about that life. I've never really been about that life. And let me tell you, it's so funny. I've never really been about that life, but I was forced to have to be about that life because I've always been this. Peace, love, and light. I've always loved being a woman. I've always loved being soft. When Nene Leakes said she is in her soft girl era, I totally understood what she meant. I told my husband that today. I said, I just want to be in my soft girl era. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. And I had to do a lot of letting go so that I can get here. And it took me a long time. In the beginning of the earlier part of my journey, when I was really naive, I spent a lot of my time journeying, trying to impress people or trying to get people to accept me, to love on me. One thing my mother told me, she said, you act like you scared to be by yourself. Now, in that aspect, I thought she was talking about a man, and she may have been back then. But now, in this part of myself, I take it as she was talking about periods. And I was totally afraid to be in this space by myself. But let me tell you one thing that our Most High God will do. He'll push you off the ledge just so you can see that you can fucking fly. What? He will push you off the edge just to show you that you can fly. He'll push you. And you have no choice but to fly. He put me here by myself. Not with those people that I was trying to impress. Not with those people that I was trying to be, whom I thought they would accept or whom I thought they wanted me to be. I didn't even have a voice. My voice was even muted. Like, I didn't even have my own thoughts because I had to question how was somebody gonna take it. I couldn't sit up here and just like I'm sitting up here talking to y'all. And I know y'all loving every minute of it. I couldn't be this transparent before because I was always considering what would they think? What would they think? I don't want to make them mad. I don't want them not to talk to me. No, so I ain't gonna say that. No, I ain't gonna think that. No, I ain't gonna wear that. No, I ain't gonna act that. No, I ain't gonna, no. To the point to where I would have my little blew up moments. And then when I blew up, it was like, oh my God, what's wrong with ya? It's like, I got tired of acting. I didn't know who I want. I wanted to be me so bad. And I wanted to be loved for who I am. And it took for me to get here, to be in this moment by myself. Yeah, I have a husband and I have family members, but right now I'm here by myself. See? Me and me. And I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that because what I realized was I gave so much. I poured so much. My girl and For Color Girls, what she say? You let them run off with all your stuff. I let them run off with all my stuff. I gave all of me. Honey, I was giving when I didn't even have. Let me tell you that. I was giving to other people when I didn't even have it for myself. Taking from myself to give to them because I wanted them to be like, yeah, Cha, Cha, yeah, Cha, Cha. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And it took for me to get to the point to where I was like, hold up. You don't think you deserve all of that love and affection, that attention, all that you gave out? You don't feel like you deserve that for yourself? Why you ain't keep some for yourself? I kept none for myself. Honey, I had to go back and find some. I had to call it all back. Call it all back. Call your energy back. Call it back, honey. One thing about energy is it does not die. It doesn't. You can call it back wrapped in love and healing energy. Divine love and healing energy. Honey, ask God to bless the energy before he give it back to you, because you don't want nothing that is attached to it that does not serve you and your well self. But that's your energy, honey. Go get your money back. Get it back and use it for yourself, because what's going to happen is you still going to attract a couple people that's going to try to come into your life, because you're going to have that test, honey. I'm awaiting the test. I am. Because I am so peace, love, and light. I'm so peace, love, and light. I know how to love from a distance. I know how to pray for you. I know how to pray for your heart and your well-being. I know how to pray for that. But it's going to be a test. It's going to be a test to see if you okay with journeying on your own. Some people not equipped for where you going. And that was a hard pill for me to have to swallow. A hard pill, because I love everybody. So I want everybody to go with me. Like if you have been in my presence, in my contact, if we have conversed together, if we done broke bread together, I don't care. I want to see all my friends at the top with me. But some people ain't ready to fly. Some people are too afraid to fly. When everybody has the same opportunities, don't think it's nobody better than you, honey. You can be Beyonce. You sure can. You can be Barack Obama. You can be Donald Trump. You can be whoever. Whoever you see that you get that little chill inside of you. Like with me, I always wanted to play an instrument, a piano. And I'm going to have me a grand piano in my living room. And I'm going to have me an instructor that's going to come over and teach me the different keys. But I bet you your last dollar, I can play the piano. Because every time I hear it, every time I hear a song, my fingers start doing this. And that brings chill, that kundalini energy, that, I feel it in my bones, and it does something to me. And anything that gives you that kind of pleasure, don't be nasty. I mean, I'm talking about that as well, but that's not where we're at right now. But what I'm saying as far as pleasure is, broaden your horizon, because pleasure surrounds you all day, every day. Not just when you lay down in the bed, honey. You can still look just like this and be pleasured. Pleasured. It's a pleasure seeing you see my baby? Y'all see my baby acting up, doing what it do? That's pleasure, honey. Looking at these paintings that I did, even just sitting in here in my feng shui is pleasure. Knowing that I am educating someone, teaching someone, encouraging someone, that's pleasure. Surround yourself with pleasurable experiences 24/7. And you will start attracting that type of thing. I got my lighter in my hand again. But that was for my incense. I lit incense before I started. So no, I was not smoking, but I will. But at the end of the day, do things that pleasure you for your well-being. Make sure it's safe and it's pleasurable and it's something that you can continuously enjoy, because you will continue to attract those type of things in your life. Like, I give myself my own pedicures because I'm worth it. And shout out to the nails techs, because y'all do a great job on my feet. But I want to be able to do just as great on my feet. You know what I'm saying? I can pay somebody to do anything for me. But I want to nurture myself, because I want myself to know that I love me. Then I go pay somebody else to do it. But right now, I want to touch on me. I want to let my skin know you are beautiful, you are soft, you are supple, you are amazing. When I look in the mirror, I'm amazing. You is too, honey. Sure. You better be. And don't wait for nobody else to toot your horn, honey, because you're going to be sitting there waiting. Start tooting your own, and people going to start coming behind you tooting it too, honey. Stop wasting your energy on dead-end streets. Hello. Uh-oh, I just said something. Stop wasting your energy on dead-end streets. Energy is supposed to be free and flowy. You can't keep giving and not receiving, honey. It don't work like that. You have to get yourself healthy enough to attract healthy people, because healthy people pour back into healthy people. Sick people can't pour into a healthy person. All they're going to do is make you sick. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to make them healthy, and then they're going to go on about their way. And guess where you're at? Right there by yourself. So yeah, I had to really sit with myself, because I was afraid. I was afraid. I used to be afraid of dying by myself. I used to be afraid of dying. Like, I had to go through a lot of life changes for God to sit me down and be like, so, okay, you afraid of that too? Oh, you afraid of that too? Oh, you afraid of it? Because he wants me. Fear is a false prophet. That is not a trait from our God. But fear, on the opposite, they say on the other side of fear is success. If you just step out on faith, it just might work. And if it don't work, that does not mean it's not going to work. Just do it again, maybe do it a little different. But it's going to work. I promise you. You know how long I've been at this podcast thing? Honey, y'all go back, way back. I remember when me and my sister first, when I decided that I wanted to do it, and she encouraged me, she backed me up. We were doing it on Spotify, I think we were. We didn't do the YouTube thing. We were just talking. And the first video we did, we had to do it 3 times, because we did the whole video, it was like over 15 minutes. And then she's like, no, we have to do it longer. So then we did a bomb one, and I forgot to push record. So, so from there on, after the first one, it just flowed, and then we ended up starting doing it on YouTube, and then it was like me, her, and my mother, and it was a ball. Our energy together is amazing. The power of three. When one or more energies get together, it is an amazing thing, especially if y'all on the same page. So it is important to get to your well self so you can attract well people, so that y'all energies together can be powerful. You cannot go anywhere surrounding yourself with dead end energies or dead end streets. You ain't got nowhere to go. They're going to keep pulling from you. They can't put back in you because it's a dead end. So with that being said, let's talk about this energy that we're in. Yes, this energy. Because Venus is in Leo. Now, Venus is all about love. Y'all know it's all about that love energy, that, ooh, baby, ooh, baby. It's all about that energy. And Leo, let me tell you something. Leos are some of my favorite people. I'm talking about, I have had some very amazing non-intimate relationships with Leos. Me and Leos can be the best of friends, males and females. Non-intimate. It's just something different trying to have a relationship with one. But as far as non-intimate, I've had some great friendships with Leos. And my sister is a Leo. And I'm talking about, in this girl's eyes, the world has no wrong. And I love it. I love it. Y'all think I'm a whole fairy. No, she is way past me. Like she believes in fairy tales so much, and it's out. I love it. And that's what type of energy we are in. We are in that Leo, that loving, that wanting that commitment. Leo energy is like, you got to think of the lion, the big old hair, the mane, the star. Like Leos is like star of attraction. Now, my rising sign, I am a Gemini sun, but my rising is in Leo. And it all makes sense because it's all about, it's like who shows up. The person with the big hair, the person that's colorful, the ones that will wear things that other people might see and be like, I would have wore that, but man, that looks great on you. Like I get that all the time. Like people really don't believe that most times those earrings that I have in my ear only cost $1, because I have been a person who is super careless with earrings. I am a person who forgets to put the backs on the earrings. Now these little earrings here, I created myself, honey. I just kept adding crystals to it, and it was just cute. But most of my earrings, they usually cost $1 because I know how careless I get with them. I would lose one in a minute, and it's like, okay, well, it was just $1. So I do not spend a lot on my earrings. But yeah, like with these, like I said, and I think I done recreated these a couple times because I probably have lost some of the crystals for them. But at the end of the day, it's like Leo energy is like that big, broad, because your rising energy is who you show up, who's the person that comes to the forefront. That's me. Like I got this rainbow frenzy little, I should have put that on today, but maybe next time. Honey, I'm just all about rainbows. I love the rainbow. I love every color. Like I can rock anyone. Ain't no color that I would not rock. And I'm so different from whom I used to be because like I said, I'm in my soft girl era. Back in the day, I only wore black. I didn't think I would look good in any other color. Now you couldn't, do I got anything black? I think I got maybe 1 or 2 outfits that's black. Like, yeah, black ain't my thing, honey. It's not. I mean, I love black. Don't get me wrong. I like my glasses black. I like a little black splash, but I just feel like I'm a rainbow. I'm a whole unicorn. And I just feel like I just need to be seen. Like, I don't want to look like everybody else. I totally want to be different. I like when I go in areas and people look at me. Not like looking at me like, ooh, what the fuck wrong with her? No, they look at me like, my God, hey, goddess. And I tell myself when I get out the car, I be like, I'm a goddess. Yeah, I'm a God. I get myself in goddess mode, then I stroll. And then I stroll. And then when I go in, it's that goddess energy. It's already going. You feel it. You see it. I know you see the goddess. You got it too. You got it too. Let me tell you something. If you are around people or situations that makes you feel like you have to dim your light, that situation is not for your well self. You should never have to pretend or be discreet or be anything but who you choose to be. And I had to learn it. Like I said, I have spent my entire life, and I look back from when I was a kid, like the earliest memory of myself is when I was 5 years old. And I remember even back then trying to make my older cousins like me. So I was doing little crazy things and trying to be funny. I was funny back then too. Like I'm a humorous person. I am. I got a great sense of humor. I do. And they didn't appreciate my sense of humor because they didn't laugh at my stuff. And I know I was god dang on funny. Shame on y'all. Y'all made me have such a complex. I'm gonna tell you, cousins, y'all made me have a complex. God dang it. Y'all did. Because when you're younger, you look up to the older, and I was the oldest sibling. So I didn't have an older sister to look up to. So I looked up to my older cousins, females and males. These all y'all. Like, no, I ain't singling nobody out. All the older cousins. All of y'all. But I looked up to them. They were like the coolest people that I've ever seen in my life. And I just wanted to be a part of that. Like, I couldn't understand how, I thought all my older cousins were cool. Like, everybody liked them. Everybody, they were so popular. And I was just like, man, I come from the same DNA. Why I'm not that popular? Literally, people knew from my dad's side and my mother's side. My cousins were the baddest. Let me say that. Like, everybody know my cousins. Everybody. And they were popular. Super popular. And I was just like, dang. So I wanted to be a part of that energy. They didn't let me in. They didn't let me in. I ain't like that. They ain't let me in. I'm a whole unicorn. They ain't let me in. But I was trying. Like, I tried everything. I tried to be any and everything that I thought they would like me to be. And I think this is no shade to my cousins because I love them all. I truly do. But this is an example of when you are trying to be somebody you ain't really are, you're going to keep messing it up. Because when I remember trying to be whom I thought people wanted me to be, people stayed mad at me more than they liked me. And that was the thing that they didn't realize. I was just trying to be who I thought they wanted me to be. Because it was like I said, at one point I just felt like I didn't have no voice. I would say something and it was like totally vetoed, or I was being this way, or I didn't know what I was talking. I've been told that. Yeah, me, Miss Queen Spirit. I don't know what I'm talking about. What? I know everything about what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna talk it if I ain't walked it. But at the end of the day, you have to learn. Hey, I am in my soft girl good. This thing, I'm telling you, I just thought about. I don't know why this came to my head. Nobody came to see you, Otis. Anybody come to see you, Otis? But yeah, that's how I used to be. I used to try to stand on the forefront. And shout out to my aunts, because my aunts loved on me because they knew I was trying. They knew I was trying. But I just wanted to be accepted. And I didn't know whom I was because I was too busy trying to be who I thought people wanted me to be. And I think if I would have had a person that could guide me into saying, sit with yourself and find out who you truly are and let people meet that person, then I think they would have loved me, because this is who I am. I'm not a thug. I don't want to go and fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I just want to be loved. If you invite me to your house, to your establishment, to whatever you having, your event. If it's about love and peace, I'm there. If we drinking, I mean, I might have a little sip, but if people start getting rowdy and they start playing that, and people start getting buck, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I'm not taking off my glasses, my earrings, my crystals to sit up there and knuckle up with nobody. I'm soft. I'm cute. I ain't got no. I don't want no scratches on this pretty skin. No. No, I'm too cute for that. I'm too cute for that. And I'm above that. As above, so below. I want to be above. I don't want to be below no more. I'm above that. I'm so above all that. You know how I knew I was above something? Something came to me the other day. And I went, usually in my earlier part of my journey, even in the earlier part of my healing, because healing never stops. You always are going to be healing. You're always going to be, especially when you get to a level of comfortably, of knowing some shit is your fault. You're going to want to be on that healing journey all the time, because especially when you experience the lime life of joy and peace and happiness and knowing that nothing that matters, period, other than you. This is all about you. This is all about you. This is all about you and your journey. And all you have to do is just tap into yourself, and everything else is going to fall into place. Everything else is going to fall into place. Don't let people take you off that task. But like I said, you're going to get these tests. And something came to me the other day. And like I said, back in my earlier part of me, I would have addressed it, because I know that wasn't me. I know it wasn't me. And I knew I passed the test when it didn't even bother me what I had heard. It didn't bother me, because when you truly know who you are, titles, situations, whatever that people are going to throw. Like, I literally have even changed up my prayer game. Like, literally, I pray often, because you have to stay prayed up. And that's something I have learned, because when you get to a level of heightenedness, people are going to be trying to bring you down, because they don't know, they want to get up there too. They can't get up there unless they grab onto you. And that's going to bring you down. Instead of looking at you and using you as an example, they would rather pull you back down to try to get up there to where you at, than to do their own work to get up there with you, to sit up there with you. They would rather pull you down. And what I do is I pray and I say, God, if anybody has anything negative in their thoughts, any words, in their heart, if they got anything they conjuring up, trying to put against me or anyone attached to me and my circle, stop it right now. Don't even send it back to them. Burn it. Bam. They can't even use it. And I'm sending them divine love and healing. Because, honey, it's something in their heart that hurt them. They see something in me that does that to their spirit, and they don't like that. They don't like that. So I'm sending them divine love and healing so they can get off the shakes. You know what I'm saying? You go to rehab, you gotta go through them shakes. So I'm giving them a little elixir, so that way they can tap into their self and tap into their heart to find out what they need to heal in them. Because a lot of times, people ain't mad at you. You were just the only person there for them to take the anger out on. Or they could be mad at the old you. Because I know I ain't even who I was yesterday. Man, I should have took a picture. I ain't even who I was yesterday. I just woke up today and was a whole different person. And that's okay. That's the wonderful thing about a Gemini, honey. So don't think we two-faced it, honey. No. We just have the ability to adapt to whatever situation we go through. We are shape-shifters. That's what we are. Y'all don't know how to handle that. Geminis are amazing. Amazing. If you love us right, we're going to love you even more. But if you keep on being mean to us or doing us wrong, we're going to eventually remove ourselves from that situation, but we still going to love you. Because that's what we are. We're loving people. Honey, I love each and every person that's ever crossed my path. Do I want each and every person that's ever crossed my path back in my path? No. But that does not mean that each and every person that's crossed my path does not deserve love. Everybody deserves love. Love is the most highest currency that if everybody had love, y'all really don't believe that if love truly just swept through this whole world, how this world would be. But a lot of people can't grasp that concept. They don't even want to grasp that concept, and that's that ego. But that's okay. It's a few of us out here sprinkling a little glitter, a little fairy dust, and it's gonna catch on. Why? It's gonna catch on. No matter what your color is, your creed, your sexuality, everybody gonna be able to embrace each other and be able to love each other one day. One day it's going to be all about peace and love, because we're going to get tired of the fighting. We're going to get tired of a lot of stuff. And I want y'all to remember, Queen Spirit told you. But until then, tap into this Leo and Venus energy. Love on yourself and allow love in. Honey, my husband been so touchy-feely lately. That's probably why I've been in my soft girl era, honey. He just been loving all me showing the skin, honey. He just loving on it. And that's the kind of energy you're going to get. You're going to attract that type of energy in your life and embrace it. Let me tell you something. I'm always supposed to let me tell you something, but let me tell you something. I'm like your big sister auntie, honey. Let me tell you something. Stop worrying about what folks gonna think if you just go out on a limb and do whatever the hell you want to do. This was the first part of my journey that I decided to do me how I wanted to and didn't care what nobody else said. I didn't. Because I knew people was gonna have something to say about it anyway. And at the end of the day, it made me happy. It made me happy. So as long as it made me happy, I don't care what nobody else thought. Think what you want to think, honey. I am happy. I was happy with my choice, and it was the best choice I could have ever made for myself at that particular time. Yes. Use that energy on yourself, honey. If somebody comes into your life and they want to love on you, accept it. People coming to your life is not a mistake. Accept it, even if it's for a season. Enjoy the ride, honey. We have to learn how to enjoy the ride. The water is a ride. Ride the wave, honey. We got to learn how to ride the wave. We are water. We are like water. We have to get so in tune with the air and the fire. They don't have no restrictions, honey. None. You see how water just flow? And then sometimes you get a little wave. But you can ride that wave. You can ride that wave. Honey, if somebody come into your life and they just seem super amazing, first of all, protect your stuff. Protect your stuff. And enjoy the ride. Don't think about the what ifs, honey. Don't miss out on your pleasurable moment. Sometimes, God will send somebody in your life just to give you a snippet of what he has in store for you. Just to give you a snippet. Because he's still working on what you truly desire. But here go a little snack, little appetizer to keep you satisfied, because you deserve it. You deserve pleasure. So go on out on that date. Go on head on out on that picnic. Go on vacation. Go ahead. Do you. Enjoy it with no regrets and no expectations. None. Your only expectation is to have an amazing time. I am going to have an amazing time. I am going to enjoy this ride. This is going to be an amazing adventure. Tell yourself that every day. Every day when you wake up. Every day before you go to sleep. In the middle of the day. When them little doubts start coming in your head, I send a love, divine love and healing energy. Honey, there ain't nothing but some negative stuff trying to come into you. Some of them false prophets. No, honey, no. Mm-mm. You got to sometimes speak to that negative energy. No, honey, no, no, no. I send you divine love and healing. If you don't know Bible verses to throw at them, then send them that. I send you divine love because ain't nothing more powerful than the divine, the Most High God. I send the Most High God's divine love and healing. Ain't nothing more powerful than that. If you don't know the Bible verse to go to, you say that, and it will go away. It's gonna keep coming back because an idle mind is where chaos plays. That's why it's so important to keep your mind engaged. Now you can come on here because I'm on here. I ain't on here all the time. So, 30, 45 minutes to an hour, you can enjoy some pleasure. I'm talking to your girlfriend, your auntie, your big sis. So yes, this is pleasure. This is pleasure. You can do this. But don't let this consume your day. Feed your mind with some books. Feed your mind by going outside and being out in nature. Feed your mind with conversing with like-minded people. Oh, I love when I go and spend time with my Leo sister and her fiance. Because it's like-mindedness. I love it. I love when somebody picks my brain and have me saying, My little brother is the same way. I love like-minded people. And even if our minds aren't the same, I don't want nobody the same as mine, because we gotta feed off each other. I can get him something. You get him something. Like, it's out. My brother-in-law, he loved me. He called me Spirit. He loved me. He put respect on my name. He put respect on my name. He calls me Spirit. And when we was there, he was like, Spirit, let me see what kind of music you listen to. Honey, I put on my Nico. I did. I had to show out. So I had to come out with the heavy hitters because you got to get them in. And a Nico will get you there. A Nico, King's Affirmation, Jericho, anyone you want to pick. She even got one called Face Off. Man, pick one. But that Jericho, that King's Affirmation, that would draw anybody in. And so once I drew him in, I was able to hit him with some other stuff. So it was like, yeah. He was like, okay, all right, okay. So you really is a whole unicorn. You ain't faking it. No, my brother, I am serious. I found me. I'm still finding me. It's like every day I'm finding a new part of me and I'm loving it. And I know you're going to love who you truly are too. Don't give a care about who going to accept it. As long as you accept it, the world is going to accept it. You know why don't nobody accept who you are? Because don't nobody know who the hell you is. Don't nobody know who you are. You can't pretend all the time because that real you're going to mess it up. And it's not going to be fulfilling. When you truly being who you truly are, it's going to show. It's going to shine through. It's going to make people. I remember at one point in my life, people used to call me Sunshine. And I couldn't understand why they called me that. Now I do. Y'all see this unicorn shining? Y'all see my glow? I know I see it, honey. I am glowing. I am illuminated by the rainbow. My whole aura is the rainbow. I see it. And I love it. I am the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Woo, hello. But that's what I'm saying. Tap into you. Meditate. Meditation. Let me tell you something. If a lot of people think they can't meditate, anybody can meditate. Meditation is nothing but thinking about something for a period of time. 3 minutes and build yourself up to 10, 15, 20, 30. But it's so many ways. When I first started meditating, I used to use the guided meditations, and it's amazing because they can walk you through it. They will help you to calm your mind so that you can tap into yourself, because people mess up with meditation because they think it too hard. If you really just thought of the concept of, I'm just about to think about something for 3 minutes, and just really just close your eyes and just not worry about whatever else you've been going through, not worrying about your day, just say for 3 minutes, I'm just gonna close my eyes and just sit still and see what naturally comes to you. And if you want to go within, just say, I want to tell yourself, I want to connect with my inner self. I want to connect with my higher self. And just start talking to yourself. But some people ain't there yet. So listen to the guided meditations. They have abundance of them. Another way is to listen to binaural beats. That's a great way to tap in. But like I said, you have to be able to really, it's not about focusing. And I think that's the problem with people who are trying to meditate. Because I remember when I first started meditating, I always kept trying to focus. It's not about focusing. It's about closing your eyes and really allowing your mind to just be free. And then seeing what comes in to it and addressing it. And a lot of times it's just, we really find things that we need to heal when we go within. That's why journaling is super important. It triggers. You ever sit up and didn't hear a song for years? Like when I was little, my mother had a playlist. I cannot name her playlist at this moment, but if the song came on, I would be able to sing the song. Especially when she was going, man, whew, when my mother was going through whatever she went through with her guy, El DeBarge. I didn't even know it was El DeBarge and Switch until I got older. I just thought it was all El DeBarge. But then one of the songs came, because they sound familiar, but of course, you know, one of the DeBarge brothers was in Switch as well, so it made sense on why they sounded alike. But anywho, I was listening to a song and I knew the song, every word, not missing a beat, because it was something that I remember from when I was a kid. And I knew how my mother was when she used to listen to those songs. I was like, when I'm hearing them songs, her boyfriend is into it. That's how journaling does. It would jog your memory to help you address stuff that we usually bury. We usually bury a lot of trauma because we're always told we have to keep on moving. And buried trauma is just as bad as holding bags of garbage or holding on to people who don't serve you purpose. Those past traumas do not serve you any purpose. Stop being a victim and know that you survived it. If you're sitting right here, right now, you're no longer going through it. And if you are going through it, then you have a choice to make. Don't think the choice is hard. It's not. The choice is always you. Choose you as the choice. Pray about it. Know that God is going to walk you through every situation. 23rd Psalms. The 23rd Psalms. That Psalm, that is my go-to for everything. Everything. Finances, protection, if I'm feeling anxiety, anything, fear. I know that God is my shepherd. I should never want for anything. I would never want for anything. He walks me through the valley of the shadow of death, and I don't fear nothing. I know that no matter what I go through in my life, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I also know that no matter what, I am protected. Everything that I go through in my life is the reason why I'm going through it. And I look at the cup always as full, full, full. Full, full, full. It's always going to be a bump in the road. But the majority of your journey is going to be smooth sailing, honey. And if the road is a little bit too bumpy, honey, pull over to the side and think of another strategy. You can shape shift. Not like a Gemini, but you can. Because we are all made of water. Learn to ride the wave. Learn to ride the wave. I choose me. You choose you. I choose you. I choose you for you. Ain't nobody more important than you, baby. Ain't nobody more important than you. Love on you so that someone else can love on you. Can't nobody love you if you don't know how to love you. You can't expect nobody to teach you how to love you. Now you go ahead and go out and be amazing. Peace, love, and the brightest light. I love, love, love you. I love you more. I love you more. Peace.